Deciding on living arrangements for our older loved ones is one of the biggest decisions we have to make.
Independent or assisted living, and what senior living community is best for your family. The folks at Savannah Commons help people make those decisions every day. Joining us from Savannah Commons, Community Relations Coordinator Hannah McBride and Chief Sales Officer Nicole Moberg. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good morning.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
Neat. Savannah Commons out on the south side, right?
Yes, sir. We are on Peachtree Drive between the Savannah Mall and St. Joseph Hospital.
Right. So I guess one of the big questions people have, explain the difference between independent and assisted living and what you offer.
Sure. So independent, they are still just 90 to nothing, can come in. There's not a lot of oversight. We do have 24/7 security and somebody at the desk. You know, we call, check on them a couple times a day just to make sure, but there's not nursing in independent living. In assisted living, there is 24/7 nursing care. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do they live outside? The assisted living is in one building.
Yes, sir. And then we have
Then you
another
have apartments
building.
or you have
We have apartments,
Right.
yes, sir, for independent living.
So you offer both?
Yes, we do. And we also have memory care as well. So we have 3 options of levels of care, so you're less likely to, you know, you can age in place.
I think before people get into the situation where they have to start making this decision, they look at senior living as one entity.
Absolutely.
They don't realize
That's
there's
right.
a lot of
Right.
differences and a lot of options out there.
Yes.
They absolutely do. And one thing that's interesting is, you know, we over a decade ago, we took a look at the senior living industry, and what we realized is that there were a lot of places that not only would we want to not visit, but we didn't want to live. And so we took a hard look at it, and what we did is we created places where people not only want to live, but they want to thrive. And that really starts from moving from a clinical experience to a human experience.
What are some of the amenities you offer? I mean, as far as community goes, because it can be lonely sometimes for people living in those types of environments.
We're just talking. Yeah, we were actually just talking about this. You know, isolation is very real, and loneliness is actually one of the #1 predictors of functional decline in older adults. And so we want to make that transition easy. And a lot of that starts with the social environment. You know, what are the activities that they're exposed to? Are we creating meaningful relationships? Because people want to feel known. And so that is where we start. We start with deep knowing right from the time you call to the time you walk in. We get to know not only the residents, but the families.
I think our biggest one is happy hour at 2:30.
That's exactly where I was going.
Yes, 2:30 on Fridays.
That's like my
and there's
schedule.
entertainment. Yes, so family and friends, you know, they're welcome as well.
Yeah, I've done a couple stories out of Savannah Commons, and the happy hour is
Yes,
always the most
it's a
popular.
big deal, yeah.
But there's other ways you also get people together all throughout the week.
Yeah, absolutely. There is, our activities director has been there for 17 years, and he is great. We have a different calendar for every building, and, you know, there's something that everybody can get involved in.
How involved do the families usually get of the residents?
It really depends on the family, but at Savannah Commons, they're very involved. And again, we get to know those families as well, and they join in on happy hour
Yes.
and some of the other activities. So that's exactly what we want.
And they're welcome to.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
Okay, we're seeing your website here. What's the best way for folks to get in touch with Savannah Commons?
So www.savannahcommons.com.
Through the website?
That's right, or thrivesl.com. And we want people to come visit. They can go on the website, book a tour, or they can just
You really have to
stop
check
over.
out a place before you
That's
make
absolutely
that
right.
decision.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also want to say really quick, we do have new operators coming in, Thrive Senior Living, which that happens June, and we are so
You'll be
excited.
managing Savannah Commons.
That's
Yes.
right.
Great.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you both.
Yeah, you too.